Were you just as lost as I was when watching this new Suicide Squad movie? Well, I did my research, and now I have a video that helps explain exactly when these characters got started in comics and who their main antagonist is. Thumbnail looks like this, and the card will be in your top right hand corner. So the purpose of a reaction video is that somebody watched a movie and they're going to talk about the things that happened in said movie, whether it was good, whether it was bad, whether it was whatever. So why should you have to say there's spoilers ahead when clearly that's what the video is for? I don't know, but I'm gonna put it up there anyway. Hit my bumper. So James Gunn had full permission to kill anybody he wanted to in this movie, and he killed a lot of people. I mean, look at this picture. Most of them are dead. Most, and it's crazy to think about, but it made the movie fantastic. Now we're going to get into all the deaths. Well, not all the deaths. I mean, the deaths that mattered in the movie. God, that sounds cool to say, don't it? But before we do that, I want to talk about some characters and their portrayal in this movie. I want to start off with Harley Quinn. So now, don't take this the wrong way when I say this, but I liked Suicide Squad, the first one, and I also liked Birds of Prey. I didn't like how they portrayed Harley Quinn. I just didn't. She is Joker's ex-girlfriend, all right? The Joker is the #1 supervillain in all of comics. Everybody is scared of the Joker. Everybody. I mean, the man made Superman kill him. Something that Superman doesn't do. The Joker is a beast, and Harley Quinn was at his side, so she is a beast. In Birds of Prey, they have her using like beanbags and all kinds of other stuff. No, and here, James Gunn brought Harley Quinn back to what she is, and that's a stone cold killer. I mean, it was so beautiful the way she was taking people out, and that's who Harley Quinn is. She's a killer. She's funny. She has her moments where she can somewhat be a good guy, but don't get it twisted. She's a killer. And now that brings us to Bloodsport, which I know a lot of people thought that they were just changing the name of Deadshot, and I was also changing actors. No, they are completely two different characters. Deadshot is a Batman villain. Bloodsport is a Superman villain. Hence the reason why Amanda Waller was saying how he was in there because he shot Superman with a kryptonite bullet, put him in ICU. So I like the character development in Bloodsport. Deadshot was committed to his daughter from jump, where Bloodsport was more, you need to stay away from me because I'm a bad person. I don't want you to become a bad person. They both loved their daughters, just in different ways. And I liked how he interacted with each character. Like, he clicked with all of them, especially John Cena's character, Peacemaker. I think the best thing about Peacemaker's character is he really thinks he's a good guy, even though he does these horribly bad things. He says he'll kill any man, woman, or child for peace, which is crazy. He thinks he's a good guy, and John Cena plays his character to a T. I loved it. It was great. So now let's talk about all these supervillains and how they died, and then we'll get to the end where there's more deaths, but the end was fantastic. So let's get to it. So 15 minutes into the movie, we lost Weasel. So side note, as me and my girlfriend are watching this movie, the first thing we say is, can't Weasel swim? And sure enough, when she goes to Google it, as soon as she types in the word can, #1 thing that popped up is Weasel swim. Yes, a lot of people were watching this movie and thought the same thing we did. We lost Blackguard. He was a snitch. We lost Mongal, who is the daughter of Mongol. Mongol's a beast. I mean, he gives Superman everything he wants. So I was surprised how they just killed her like that. We also lost Javelin. We lost TDK. That's the detachable kid. And what hurt me to my core, we lost Captain Boomerang. Oh yeah, I almost forgot. We also lost Savant too. So of course, Peacemaker was working with Amanda Waller the whole time, and pretty much double cross Rick Flag and wind up killing him. So we lost Rick Flag, which again hurt me to my core. But then Bloodsport made sure that we got some revenge. Why? Because he used smaller bullets. And then we get to the Polka Dot Man, which his power, even though he's kind of a joke in comics, is pretty cool. His polka dots are like trans-dimensional portals where he can reach his hand in one polka dot and they'll come out the other. Here, they're trans-dimensional, but they just disintegrate you, which is pretty lethal. Then we have Ratcatcher 2, who Ratcatcher 1 is the original, which was her father, which invented the machines that control the rats. She is stupidly powerful, or at least her machines are. We'll get to her in a minute. Then we have King Shark, which James Gunn just knows how to do these computer animated characters. You got Groot in Guardians of the Galaxy and Rocket Raccoon. Now you got King Shark. Just pick the right voice to go with the character. Boom, you got a hit. And then there's the character alone, like he's comic relief because he's stupid as hell. He has a scene where he's trying to read a book, but he's reading it upside down. And then Amanda Waller asks him, anybody have any questions? And he raises his hand and he points to his hand and goes, hand. So, and he's strong as hell. He tries to eat everybody because he developed a taste for humans. I mean, he's practically indestructible. Deadshot, or not Deadshot. Bloodsport was shooting him left and right, wasn't doing nothing but pushing him back. The army shot him up, didn't do anything, and he decided to attack one of them and bite off on their heads. I mean, he's a great character. So we finally get to the end, and the villain, besides Amanda Waller, is Starro, which was the first villain that the Justice League fought when they formed in the comic books. So that was pretty nostalgic. And just the way that CGI is now is crazy, because he looked just like he looked in the TV shows. I mean, he's big and huge. He has all these little Starros that go around that attach to people's faces, and it looks just like it did in the TV show. I mean, it's really cool. So Starro is a very powerful villain, and it seems like it's going to be too much for a Suicide Squad, especially since Starro gives the Justice League a run for their money. So now Polka Dot Man has his moments where he actually uses his polka dot to dissolve one of Starro's legs. And then right when he says, I'm a freaking, he was about to say superhero, Starro takes him out. Now, you didn't really think Polka Dot Man was going to survive this, did you? I mean, they killed Captain Boomerang. They killed Rick Flag. I don't care how cool his power is. His name is the Polka Dot Man. They were going to kill him. So the King Shark has his moment where Bloodsport tells him that Starro's num-nums. He jumps on him, starts biting him, and Starro pretty much slams him into a building, and said building comes down upon King Shark, and he just walks it off. And now we get to Ratcatcher 2. As many stars as Starro is producing and is taking over people, she calls on these rats, and there are millions of them, come out and start attacking Starro. And then Harley Quinn, who's been carrying this stupid javelin around, finally gets her moment where she dives javelin first into Starro's eye, goes into it. It's like a pool in there, and then the opening allows the rats to get inside Starro and pretty much eat him from the inside out. And Starro dies, which I feel like that was a mistake too, because Starro is too good of a character just to kill in this movie. And before you guys say, oh, you didn't watch to the end, I did watch to the end. I know that Weasel survives, and also know that Peacemaker survives. But I already knew that Peacemaker was going to make it. Why? Because he has his own HBO show coming out soon. But overall, I really did like the movie. I liked the first one. The second one was better. So I really can't wait for the third one. In saying that, if you are new here to SCM, please hit the subscribe button and become part of this SEM Nation. Just part of this, takes that bell notification, you know when the video comes out. And if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. My name is Dorian. This is SEM. Thank you guys for watching my videos. Really appreciate it. And you guys have a good day.